Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I know it's been a while, but we are back today with a video about how to say I want in English, but with different options, maybe more polite options, different options depending on the context. I'm sure you're going to love it. Let's go for this 5-minute English video and let's work together. So the first option I want to talk about is I would like to. So remember, in English we don't use a lot I want because it's a bit impolite. If you say I want this, I want that, it sounds very rude, a bit impolite to be honest. So you always want to have a different options that is a bit more polite. For example, I'd like, I would like to. Would is a modal, okay, so you can contract it and say I'd like. Just practice a bit and then you'll get it perfectly. And if you use a noun after, you can use it directly. For example, I'd like some ice cream. But if you use a verb after, you need to use to plus infinitive. For example, I'd like to drink a beer. So you cannot use the same preposition. If it's a noun, no preposition. If it's a verb, then you need the preposition to just before it. Then the next one is another option which is quite similar. It's I'd love to. I'd love to. And what is I'd? If you've listened to me, yes, it's the modal would again. It just makes it a bit more polite, okay? So I'd love to have, I'd love to go. Again, we have the same preposition to plus the verb infinitive. I'd love to go out tonight. But again, if you use a noun, then you don't need anything and just put the thing after. I'd love to have new plans. I have one just here, you can see it. I'd love to have new plans. Okay, I want more. I'd love to have some more. The next one that I'm sure you're not using, because none of my students usually use it, is the verb to fancy. To fancy means to want in English, and especially in British English, we use it quite a lot. So you say to fancy, it means you want something. Do you fancy a drink tonight? It means do you want to go and have a drink with me tonight? That's to fancy, to want. But be careful, to fancy could also be to be sexually attracted to someone. So it could be that you really like someone and it's physically, okay? You physically like someone, so you're attracted to the person. So be careful, okay, on the context. The next one, I'm sure you know it, it's wanna. So to want, and usually want to. Is it raining? I hope not. So want to, you can contract it for wanna. Wanna. I wanna go out. I wanna go on a holiday. I wanna do this. But you can only use it with a verb because it's want to contracted. So want to plus a verb. You cannot use want to plus something. For example, you cannot say, I want two new sunglasses. That's not possible. I want to have new sunglasses, or I want new sunglasses. And the two last ones are very important because when people give you options to choose from, so option 1, option 2, option 3, and then you choose from one of these options, then you can say different things than I want or I would like, okay? You could say, for example, I'd prefer. And again, we can notice would. I'd prefer, I would prefer, and then you say the thing. So same similarities in terms of grammar. You could say I'd prefer coffee or I'd prefer to have coffee. Okay, so plus a noun or plus to and the infinitive. And we have the last option, which is exactly the same meaning, and people rarely use it. It's rather. I'd rather. Okay, it's exactly the same idea as I'd prefer. Okay, but it's I'd rather. I'd rather go running, or I'd rather have a quiet evening. Here, be careful with the grammar because I'd rather, after rather, we use the verb with the bare infinitive, meaning no preposition. And you cannot use a thing after as well. You have to say, I'd rather have a quiet evening, or I'd rather go, I'd rather think, I'd rather take, I'd rather anything. But you cannot put directly a noun after. So the thing, for example, we talked about sunglasses, we talked about ice cream, beer. You cannot put that directly after. But these are perfect options to change a little bit from I want and you have some polite options, you have some a bit more informal British options. So I hope, guys, that you've enjoyed this video. Very quick, but straight to the point, okay? Comment with your examples, comment if you have any other ideas. Maybe I'm forgetting ideas and options as well. But if that's all for today, I'll see you in the next video. Bye!